clear up some energy right now. So right now I'm gonna do just some general collective messages for you guys. Please spirit, anything that the collective needs to know at the time, please protect me as I channel energy for the collective, casting away all dark energy sent from disturb. So right now, you will get into this reading. And even the Holy Spirit. Okay. Now you could be in the energy of planning, right? You could be planning to save, be saving with this Page of Pentacles. And then Six of Pentacles is about like giving, right? It's generosity. It's about sharing wealth, and then it's also about like reciprocity as to where you're giving and receiving. Clarify this Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So you're in the star energy. So it seems as though someone may be planning to give to you, or they want to give to you. Yeah, somebody wants to give you some type of friendship, some type of like camaraderie, some type of celebration for something. Yeah. So yeah, somebody anticipates someone coming towards you with an offer of love or an invitation, like to go somewhere. Okay, somebody feels like they want to offer you the world, or they feel like you can give them the world, or like with this reciprocity energy, it's like someone feels as though you guys really could be at harmony with each other. Okay. So right now, somebody is definitely focusing on their priorities at this time as to where they're making a choice to do something. Yeah, we got the Emperor. So I definitely could be talking to an Aries, or I could be talking to like a divine masculine. Yeah, somebody's like releasing control of some type of situation, and it's because they're going towards a new beginning. So they're definitely letting the Most High guide them. Yeah, Page of Swords. Expect some communication to come in, okay, from someone. Hey, yeah, somebody wants to work with you. Somebody really wants to work with you. Somebody sees how much focused effort you have, that you're doing a lot of growth, you're learning a lot. Yeah. Somebody also could have children, or somebody might want to have children with you, but they could have been struggling with some type of temptation or something. Yeah. Double card came out with the Five of Wands. So somebody definitely was in some type of a conflict, or there was some type of dispute that was going on, but they stood in their power. So there's definitely this King of Wands energy is definitely giving someone that could be defending you. What else? It's like somebody feels very protective of you. Yeah. And it's because you have a bright future. Somebody's being viewed like you're being viewed as very like empathic, you're very compassionate, and somebody definitely wants a piece of that. He wants to give you some type of romantic offer or something. Because your happiness. And then also you have happiness with yourself because you dealt with a lot of manipulations. You've dealt with individuals that, they really didn't have a lot of structure. Expect the rapid change when it comes to like a feminine energy that's been like trying to attack you in some type of way. I don't know. Something's with this person. Like they're very selfish. They could be very like hot tempered. Yeah. But look, you manifested you being in this energy. You being in this Empress energy, you being grounded, using your willpower, you definitely are in a really good space. This person came up as Queen of Wands in reverse. And then we got this King of Cups as to where like you've remained kind, through all the crap. And then you've also gained a lot of wisdom when it came to some type of time moment that you went through. So somebody definitely went through like a hard period of time. And it's like you could have been feeling very like imbalanced, you could have been a little bit reckless. There was a lot of secrets. And now it's like this individual that was kind of, I don't know, they had like a lot of weird energy. You walked away from it. You could be very silent, like you're not talking to whoever this is. Yeah, and this ending, it caused whoever this is to be in like a stalemate as to where they're hella stuck. Yeah, you in solitude. And that is why you're going towards new love. You're walking into a period of joy as to where your creativity is going to be sparking very soon. hmm And with this King of Pentacles, it's like abundance, wealth. You are a solid investment. And that's something that you're realizing more and more every day. And it's like as you remain in that energy, you're attracting individuals that see you in that same light, making it up. Somebody wants to love you. hmm Listen, we got King of Pentacles, the lovers, and then we got Queen of Pentacles. I ain't making it up. I don't know if y'all think I'll be on here chatting. Somebody's attracting divine love, and it's because you're embodying divine love. Right? You could have went through some type of struggle, and it gave you a lot of clarity on making decisions in your life that wouldn't leave you in a worse decision, right? So pretty much you're practicing discernment when it comes to people that are already in your life, and then for the individuals that are coming in. So you're really standing on your boundaries. Yeah, you're very close to success, okay? Maybe there's something that you've been waiting to come in and you're like, ugh, it's taking so long, it's taking forever. Patience is a virtue. Okay, it really is. That's not just a saying, okay? Love is patient. Ugh, and really fast. It's a lot of passion and energy. Somebody also could be feeling very like passionate. You're also very confident as well, but it's like your confidence is not like an ego. You're embodying divine love at this. Look at the Soul of Fortune. It's fated. It was fated for you to all this passion within you right now because now you're like pouring that into yourself. So you're at the best space possible for this divine love to come your way. Yeah, because somebody might have like dealt with like depression, you might have got like things happening and you got a little bit overwhelmed, especially as you're going through your healing journey. But you're really learning how to be patient with yourself as well, as like the same way of you like letting go of hatred or letting go of anxiety or letting go of these low vibrational emotions that kind of kept you at one point in time, right? And your strength is definitely admired by the Most High because you have been tested, right? And you passed every test that was sent your way, especially when it came to something we want to reverse. Um, this individual was committed to not working with you, and you followed your intuition. So it maybe was a situation where you were like, "I'm not sure, but I feel it." You feel me? And you were just like, "You know what? That's leading to all these new opportunities." Okay, so it was good for you to walk away from that. Okay, the more that you walk away from what doesn't serve you, it's calling in the things that do serve you, right? And you have a lot of opportunities that are coming your way super, super fast, okay? Usually when people talk about Mercury retrograde, when it's real stressful, emotions up and down, you're experiencing the Mercury retrograde of a high vibrational being. Okay, so you're going to be feeling a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, your energy is probably going to be really high. You're going to be jumping off the walls, but this is your test to not get into your ego. Okay. Mhm. This is the time where you remain consistent. Okay. Things are going to be going very well. A lot of things are going to be going your way. Okay. But you're being called to still do your grounding practices, still pray and, still work on manifesting the things you want to come in. Okay. Because what the enemy wants to do is to have you exhausted. Or you're being called to still remain grounded. If something happens and you get super, super excited, right? You're being called to like, I'm excited, but be in peace in this excitement. Okay. And I know that it sounds like, oh, that's really, be very independent at this time because you have somebody that wants to support you, but it seems as though it's like there was some type of disappointment. Okay, this is not giving like an ex or something. It's giving like maybe like a family member or like a cousin or like a this individual is kind of sad or like kind of in despair. I'm gonna hold you. That's how the energy feels about how your friendship could have ended in some type of way, right? Yeah, they feel responsible for whatever they did to you because justice has been called out, right? And your justice is your success, and you moving past from being in this space like that you were in, right? And now they're feeling like it's their duty to either give you an apology. They feel like it's their duty to, like, it's like they're feeling very burdened, right? And it's because of this justice. So it is what it is. Yeah, it is a lot. But look, when you feel exhausted, go with it, rest, relax, nurture yourself. It might be some things you like to do, like a face mask, do your nails, play some music, dance, those are really good ways to ground your energy, okay? Because in this journey, you're gonna have to master that balance, okay? When things are going well, and then also when you feel like things aren't really going your way, okay? A big part of this journey is being patient, okay? Because you don't want to get into your ego. So you know how some people, they doing their manifestation practices, and then their manifestation comes in, they get excited, they get into their ego, and then that's when it turns dark, you know? So you really got to work on remaining high vibrational and embracing this new perspective that you have on life and then individuals around you, okay? You're going to go through like different phases of this journey, but you're definitely liberated. You're feeling very free, okay? And this exhaustion could be you fighting off a lot of negative energy, you know? So take that time to relax, might take your nap, you know what I'm saying? Make a little schedule for yourself and you'll get through it. As exhaustion is also a symptom of ascension, okay? But yeah, take that time to like just think about yourself, think about your journey, think about how far you've made it, okay? Because this exhaustion, it doesn't feel like the exhaustion from the past. In the past, you felt exhaustion and it was just like, what is on my shoulders? Now you're feeling exhausted because you're like, oh, I've been doing so much. Be proud of yourself, okay? Be proud of yourself. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of dishonesty and trickery that, you're working through at this time, you know? And even in the dream state, it's like you're doing a lot. So, definitely take time to like rest and relax. There was definitely someone that was being strategic in some type of way towards you, right? They were very, very low vibrational. Whoever this person is, extremely low vibrational conflicts. Now they're feeling stagnant, stuck. They're no longer able to attack you. Remember that with this chariot, it's a victory. It's a victory. And with this Fool card, it's a victory. This new beginning for you is your victory. Okay. I'm talking to somebody that is in their victory season. And it's here. Okay. So now you are being called to really accept that, accept where you are right now, so you can ascend even higher on your journey. Okay. Let's say so you got two confirmations of your victory. Okay, feel it. You could definitely feel it. And this is long term, like it's here to stay. Because you're standing up as a leader, you're rising up into your power as a leader, you're breaking free from the status quo, you're no longer a sheep. You know what I'm saying? You no longer have illusion that is meant to trick you or whatever, like, so right now is the time where you're planning, okay? Write down your ideas, okay? Because I know y'all have this creative spark, like you have ideas of things that you want to do. You might not have the funds to do it, but still plan for it. Write it down. You know what I'm saying? You want to go on a vacation again. If you want to go on vacation in the summer, write it down. Okay, look it up. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost you to look it up. If you want to go on a cruise, look up the cruise. Okay, look up the little activities. Find where you want to go to. The way to manifest is by planning, okay? Because you're in a season of where your wishes are becoming a reality, okay? Right now, you're in the energy of receiving. So you're receiving all the love and the joy that you were meant to have, but there are individuals that try to block that from you, right? Creative spark, that creative energy, write everything down. If you feel like drawing, draw, paint, dance, all of that, okay? And then also another way to like really up that creative spark for yourself when it comes to your self-love. And sometimes just looking in the mirror, when you get super excited and you just like, oh my, look at yourself in the mirror and look at how beautiful you are. Or you could pour into yourself because when you're feeling that excitement where you just want to, oh my God, inner child, because you healed your inner child and your inner child is excited and happy, and that's that light, that's that spark within you, and it really changes your vibration when you acknowledge your inner child, okay? and it's a lot of peace. You have gained a lot of peace. Right? So definitely, you are recuperating. There's definitely someone that's recuperating at this time. And you're rejuvenating your energy at this time. And that's a really good space for you to be in because you're walking into your abundance. Okay. Do y'all see all these pentacles? You're walking into your abundance. You're walking into receiving this divine inheritance because you broke the generational curse, right? So you are about to receive the inheritance that individuals in your family was not able to get to the point to achieve, right? Because now the work that you're doing, it is going to help the future generations, all right? Because you have freed any ancestors that weren't able to grow, weren't able to heal. So now you're doing the work that all of them other ones didn't do, the ones that could still be here. Okay. Also, make sure that you're continuing to set boundaries, okay? Because there's a lot of individuals that, they're feeling heartbroken and it's like they really want you to feel what they feel, okay? It is simply projection. So if you have random feelings of sadness or if you might cry out of nowhere, don't be alarmed, okay? You're releasing. That is you releasing it, okay? Yeah, there's definitely someone in the background that's like in tears too because I took like a nap earlier. And, my dream, it's like in the dream, I was like about to cry, and then I felt my real life, and then I woke up. So that could be significant for someone. And like someone is just feeling away because of all the things you're achieving. And it's like you're also very encouraging to a lot of individuals. So even if there's like, you probably don't have a lot of people telling you, like, oh, you're doing a great job. You are. Okay. I'm here to tell you, you are doing a great job. People have a lot of pride issues to where they don't want to acknowledge that growth. Okay. They hate it. And if you have somebody that's around you that won't give you your prop, distance yourself. Okay. Don't be motivating people that don't motivate you. You feel me? Pour into me, I pour into you. All right. That's the type of energy. It's all about reciprocation right now. Because right now you're developing your skills. And the more that you develop your skills, you're going to be celebrating the judgment that has been called over your life, which is this abundance. Okay. Not something that their divine judgment to where they're receiving back what they're putting out. But you're receiving out of you. On the right side of karma. Okay. Somebody definitely went through some type of depression, right? And it could have had to do with like some type of family situation. Somebody could have came from like a toxic family environment. And I get it. Just reevaluate these relationships. You knew them for a long time, but from them, yes, you can. Okay. Yeah. It's like some of the fears you may have could be about like working with others. And a lot of that is due to you being around individuals that really don't have faith in love, in divine love, because they've settled for a lot of bullshit and then didn't focus on healing themselves. Okay? So yeah, you're definitely finding a direction when it comes to walking away from these feelings of anxiety. Definitely, if there's something new that you want to do and you might feel anxious or a little bit fearful, and you know that it is something positive for you, push through it and still do it. Okay, still do it because that's an illusion. Because the enemy also wants you to be intimidated as to where you're not moving after what you're doing, and they can't outright attack. They can't outright, stop you from doing it. So they're going to give you a little bit of anxiety. It's cutting out. I'm sorry. Um, Somebody is attacking my channel, and I just got to push through it. Okay, just gonna read. Like I've been reading every single card, but yeah, when it's something they don't want you to hear, it's gonna start cutting out and stuff like that. But you got to push through. All right. So if anything, you could like and share it, and then like when it uploads, you could go back and watch it. That could also be something that you could do. But yeah, it's really, you know, it's getting better though. It's getting better though. Cause I had one reading that I posted. It was nothing wrong with the reading. I posted it and the audio cut out after like 2 minutes. And then I think it was 2 readings ago, it was cutting out real bad, but I had uncovered a lot of witchcraft that a dark high priestess was doing. And then last night it was so windy. And when I say it was so windy, and I just felt I like had got a download to it, the most high told me like they have been dethroned. Okay. So people be doing high level witchcraft, but they don't realize that the light work is just rising into power. We don't gotta do all that. We don't gotta do no spells. We don't gotta do none of that. All we gotta do is pray and have patience because we know everything is gonna work out in divine timing, right? So, yeah, even if it is cutting out, maybe it's a message that you don't need to hear, right? Maybe it's not for you. So probably think of it in that way, because usually that's how it works, right? You're gonna hear what you need to hear, right? But right now I'm clearing up my cards, and then I'm gonna go in and read a little bit more collective energy. Yeah, because my AirPods is charged, and then if these like if the audio completely cuts out, just definitely say something, and I can use my microphone because I literally got 2 microphones and 2 of my AirPods. So definitely trying to help the issue a little bit, but yeah, can't really control it because YouTube don't even really let you block people for real. And honestly, I don't know who's doing it, but the Most High is definitely working. Yeah, because you're expanding and someone wants to block that for you, but it's literally it's not working. It's not working. You're walking into this wish fulfillment. And there are individuals that can feel it. Okay. They can feel it and they can see it and they're panicking. Okay. A lot of these, and then Mercury retrograde is definitely whooping somebody's ass because now they all up in their emotions, they all up in their feelings, all they toxic exes is coming back. Meanwhile, you chilling, right? Yeah. You gotta think about it. It's a lot of craziness going on in the world, right? So practice gratitude. Okay. Be gracious that you're able to eat, you're able to drink clean water, you're able to be in a warm home and things of that nature. Okay. I know that things might not be perfect. You might not be able to have lobster every night, but look, it's coming. Okay. You about to get all that is owed to you. All right. You just got to be patient because if you got all your blessings all at one time, you would not be able to handle it. Okay. That also helps with the patience. Okay. So most high is gonna give you your blessings right on time. So you don't so you don't like self-sabotage and so you don't get sabotaged. Because everyone has free will. So God is testing, like God has tested your heart and you have passed, right? So when it comes to these new people coming around, God is having them under judgment to test their heart so they don't just switch up when they get around you, right? Because I dealt with this as well. I've met people and I healed them and they got up in their ego and then turned into like a demon. I'm gonna hold you. Shit like that happens. So right now, the most high is in a vetting process, okay? Especially when it comes to these celebrations coming your way, especially when it comes to these friendships being offered to you. Okay. So you definitely have a lot of good things coming in. You have a lot of good things coming in because I can't lie. The only karmic energy that really came out was that Queen of Wands in reverse that is in depression. Okay, so that dark high priestess has been demoted to a Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so somebody that definitely was trying to either put out a lot of negative energy or put out a lot of negative spell work. Okay, and when I say spell work, it could be literal spell work and it could also be rumors and gossip, because that is also a form of dark magic. It's not working. Any rumors they try to spread is not working because it is shown in real time that you are not who they said you are. Specifically, what I just heard. See, Queen of Swords. So you're definitely being supported by the Most High, right? You have Archangel Michael that is actually doing a lot of the divine justice on your behalf, right? And if you don't know who Archangel Michael is, that's like God's main angel. Like a lot of swords, like yeah. So right now, I'm definitely someone that is you are focusing on self-reflection, soul searching. You're, making your house a home or making your house feel more like a home. They focusing a lot on your kids' confirmation and making sure your kids are emotionally well, emotionally healthy, praying for your kids. If you're a mom, your kids probably, well, I don't know if you have like smaller kids, they probably be sleeping like in the bed with you because I can't lie. I've just been like, I was just like, let me just let them sleep in here. Because man, you don't know what their dreams be looking like. People try to attack children and stuff, and the attacks are not working. But sometimes, they could have a bad dream. But yeah, don't feel frustrated. They gonna be me too, okay? And I got two of 'em. I got I mean, gonna be sleeping in the bed with you. They gonna be in their room on their phone, their computer. They ain't gonna want to sleep in what it is, okay? But yeah, with this King of Wands energy, somebody is definitely protective over you, okay? This came out again. So there's definitely someone that um they are being energetically like guided to protect you, okay? Somebody said a lot. Okay, somebody said a lot. I don't know if this is social media. I don't know if this is like real world, like in real life. I don't know if this is like um hmm somebody is saying a lot, but no one is like hearing them. And now they're starting to like lose their mind. It's like they feel like they have a duty to like talk bad about you. It's weird. And it's due to them being insecure. But they're losing momentum. Like they're slowing down because their insecurities growing like bigger and bigger and bigger. So they're going to like self destruct pretty much. So it's like, yeah, with this King of Cups energy. Yeah, so expect to feel a relief soon, okay? Because somebody's been doing a lot of like you've been thinking a lot, right? You might have been having dreams or like maybe you listen to a music and it'll bring you to like a new space so it's like you're just thinking about when you have divine partnership or just thinking about being nurtured and cared for or things of that nature. That is because it's being manifested currently, okay? So if you have been thinking a lot about love or just relationships in general, that means that you are calling it in, okay? That's a sign that it is being manifested at this time. All right. Queen of Wands in reverse, she came out again. So yeah, this individual is very yeah. And then right after Queen of Wands in reverse came out, we got the Justice card. So justice is being called as to where this individual that said whatever they said, they're gonna have to stand on what they said. Okay. You might have some individuals that reach out to you to apologize. Okay. That doesn't mean to be, moving in malice and being mean, just respectfully kick rocks. Like, yeah, because there was someone that was being weird and it has something to do with your children. So somebody may have tried to attack your children in some type of way, right? You're receiving justice for that as well. All right. You and your children are protected. And this is the long term set what it is. Because you passed for somebody, anticipate a lot of work in, okay? You're gonna be working really hard at something, but you're gonna enjoy doing that work, okay? So maybe you'll be starting a new job, you might be getting like a promotion, you might be your business, you might start a business, it might start booming. I don't know, whatever you're doing is something that you about to be doing, okay? So if you're feeling like you're being called to rest, okay? Because when your schedule is when your schedule start popping, okay, you're gonna be like, dang, I remember that time I was, yeah, chill. Okay. The most high tells me to chill for a reason. With your sleep schedule, now is the perfect time to do that. Fixing your sleep schedule. Listen, I'm not making this up, y'all. The Sun and the King of Pentacles. Somebody got divine love coming their way. I don't know if you done met somebody on King of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Listen, Knight of Cups, romance. Somebody definitely is coming towards you. And could they have a new perspective about you in some type of way? Cover this hangman, Holy Spirit. Yeah, they have a goal. Ooh. Somebody wants to love you, okay? Page of Pentacles, the Lovers card, all right? If you don't know like what they mean, the cards mean specifically, a page is an individual, right? It's not just the energy. It's not just the energy that's surrounding you or the energy of somebody else. This is an actual person in the 3D. Okay? So somebody is there's a specific person that does want to come towards you with um yeah, and then the Fool card came out in reverse, so, like, they were holding back or they are holding back, and maybe it's because somebody feels like you may have, like, a whole bunch of options or whatever, but time is gonna prove what is true, okay? Yeah, because right now it's like you are being very consistent when it comes to practicing forgiveness for yourself, okay? You're practicing, like, you're overcoming so much adversity, right? And you have made such a triumph as to where you're being viewed as reliable, right? You have made a lot of improvements. Okay. Maybe in the past, like you weren't, in the space that you are in now, but make peace with that. Make peace with who you were in the past because it led you to this point in where you are now. It was really hard of what you went through, but at the end of the day, it's in the past. It's not gonna happen again. Yeah, somebody wanted to like manifest some type of breakup. Hold on. Yeah, like somebody was called to like change, right? If somebody's also being offered a new opportunity in something, so maybe you had like a new beginning with someone, but it was a false start. Maybe you walked away, or maybe they walked away from you. I don't know, but you're having a new beginning in a situation that you could have actually exhibited like negative patterns in. Okay, so maybe you self sabotage a little bit about something, and maybe it's something that you thought about, like, dang, I did kind of mess up a little bit, but you really focused on your healing. You're getting an opportunity to like redeem yourself. Yeah, you could have been like self-absorbed, or that person could have been a little bit self-absorbed. Or maybe you were like working a lot and you didn't really make time for whatever or whoever this was. Okay. This could be regarding friend, romantic, take what resonates, but you're being offered like a new opportunity in some type of a way. Yeah, and it came out again. Like somebody is definitely going to communicate with you, and they're going to be very passionate in this communication. Yeah, they want to make your wishes come true. So somebody's intuition is heavily telling them about some communication that's coming. Okay, because this is you right now. You're being viewed in a very abundant energy as to where you're very independent, you're very self-sufficient. Like you definitely walked away from what didn't serve you. Listen. Mm, my bad for all the burps, okay? Confirmation. So we got the the Emperor and the Hierophant, okay? I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine. Okay, but if you are a masculine that's watching, this is what it's giving. Body has a divine masculine. Your divine masculine has been named. Okay. Somebody probably knows you or something, or you could be meeting them soon or something. Okay. Wow. Clap out this Emperor Hierophant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a new beginning. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay. This individual wants to have a new beginning with you. Like literally, they want to hand you this pentacle. Teamwork, collaboration. Like, he really wants to work with you. And there was some type of a conflict, but it seems as though you could have went through some type of conflict recently, and maybe you reacted in a way that maybe individuals didn't expect. Maybe somebody tried to like test your patience in some type of way. I don't know, but you moved in peace. You moved in love. You didn't let whoever it was like bait you into having a negative reaction. Maybe somebody tried to like test you in some type of way. Yeah, it led to like a lot of passion. Yeah, but you definitely are moving forward towards a lot of new opportunities. Okay, definitely somebody Be honest with your therapist. Be honest with your therapist, okay? I know it's nerve wracking, but they can't help you if you're not telling the truth. Even if your therapist is the most top, you don't gotta water anything. Okay, be honest. Okay. Yeah, there's a truth being revealed, especially about an individual, your energy that was kind of like focusing on the negative. It's like they just was always looking to find something wrong with something. Okay, with you with somebody that you know or whatever, like they just always trying to find something bad to say something. Like relax, because that's the frequency. Frequency. So you're never really going to be able to understand each other. So definitely separate yourself because they sound like a big ass hater. Because the world, you literally going to have the world in the palm of your hands, okay? And you are integrating your spirituality with your life. You know what I'm saying? The 3D. And you have definitely completed out of a cycle and you're starting this new cycle of wholeness, of being in celebration, okay? So don't feel bad for celebrating yourself or celebrating in general. All right, because there's individuals that want to be defensive. They want to, act a certain type of way because maybe they feel envious that their life not going how yours is going, but you did the healing work, right? Nobody knows how hard it was for you to get to this point. So you to celebrate yourself. All right. Yeah, somebody's bitter. They're bitter, and it seems as though somebody doesn't want me to say this. Let me drink some water. There's somebody that's been wishing bad on you. They might literally collapse. They might pass out. So maybe somebody like you knew or something that passed out. That was them. Yeah, and it was fated for it to go that way. So maybe somebody is gonna pass out, or you seen somebody pass out recently, and it was because they was on some bullshit. Yeah, stay determined. Okay, the Most High is telling you to stay determined. Okay, follow the signs and synchronicities that you're getting from the Most High. Okay, if you're seeing angel numbers, right? A good way to make sense when it comes to your angel numbers is like if you're seeing numbers that are going up, that means that you are manifesting towards your abundance. If the angel numbers are going down, that means that you are being called to focus a little more on healing, on inner child healing, on journaling, releasing a lot of negative thoughts, negative mindsets, and things of that nature. Okay, that's a big tip for somebody. Okay, if you're seeing the numbers going up, that means that you're ascending. Okay, if you're seeing angel numbers that are going down, that means that you got to focus more on healing because maybe you have a little bit of insecurities that you need to work on, okay, for you to be a little bit more confident to accept all the goodness and the love that's coming into your life, okay? What else? Yeah, there was definitely someone that like could have hurt you a lot because you were going through a hard time, and they kind of celebrated like this heartbreak that you went through. They're going through intense karma. And for a lot of them, their karma is seeing you progress, is seeing you really stand in your power, is seeing you have this breakthrough. So for a lot of you, your breakthrough is gonna be public, right? And if it's not gonna be public, it's gonna be like shown. When I say being somebody upgrading their house, car, I don't know, buying some clothes, I don't know, being able to afford something that they always wanted to be able to afford, like somebody's gonna be salty. So I say they're gonna be salty, and that's what they get. Because somebody tried to isolate you, but it was actually for the betterment of you because you found balance in this isolation, and somebody did not expect that. And that's why you don't wish bad on people. We got King of Swords, Ace of Cups, and I came out with the Devil card. So this is definitely Capricorn energy. So somebody might have a masculine energy coming towards them that is a Capricorn that wants to offer you like a cup of love. Yeah. And somebody also is like feeling a little bit powerless at this time, right? They're kind of saving money, and it's because they're in some type of dilemma, right? It's some type of conflict going on, but honestly, it's giving mess, right? So if you are, if you have a friend group or something and it's always negative, separate yourself, okay? Because you don't want all that negative energy to like rub off on you, okay? Close the messages, Holy Spirit. Gotta get off. Y'all, I gotta pick up my kids in a minute. But yeah, if you're feeling anxieties about individuals that want to give to you, or if you're feeling fearful about receiving, okay, do some inner child healing. Okay, that is literally your inner child because you didn't get much as a child that you're supposed to get. And that's why you probably accepted breadcrumbing and things of that nature. You are in the energy of receiving a lot. You are about to receive a lot. You're not even going to be able to believe it. Okay, but believe it. So if that's making you feel anxious, definitely pray. Okay, journal. Okay, journaling is a great way to cleanse your energy. Okay, because literally, once again, this judgment is this divine inheritance. You are going to have more money than you can handle. Focus on being grounded right now so you can handle it. Okay, you are about to receive a lot. Literally. And it's literally through the work that you're doing, which is calling in this victory. All right. You're in your victory season. But listen, in this victory season, it's going to be win on top of win on top of win on top of win. I can't lose. Somebody needs to say that to themselves. I can't lose. I am the victor. I am the winner. I'm worthy of this divine love coming my way. I'm worthy of this abundance coming my way because you are. Find that. Okay. Yeah, and then whoever it is, it's like they at one point they felt they were close to success with holding you back, and now they're being held back, and they feel crazy. They feel crazy because your resilience got them feeling crazy. So it is what it is. In conclusion, you definitely moving in the right way. Um, I might come back on later, probably around like, depending on when my kids go to sleep because they're out of school tomorrow. So probably around like 8, 9, but don't hold me to it. But I do plan on going live later on tonight. But hope you guys have a good day. If this resonated, definitely please like, subscribe to my channel, okay, so you can see more. All right, continue to live and love and light. Bye.